Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about sports and exercises from A to Z in our daily life. If you guys know any other sports from difficult letter like I, O, W, X, Y, Z, please guys comment below and share your knowledge. Also let us know your favorite sports. Now let us get started. A for archery. The first known use of bows and arrows in combat was in 2340 BC by the Babylonians. It is believed that bows and arrows have been used for at least 25,000 years based upon the discovery of arrowheads in Africa. Archery is considered to be one of the oldest sports in the world. B for badminton. The shortest badminton match ever recorded was at the 1996 Super Cup in Hong Kong, which lasted all of 6 minutes. Rak Young-min, South Korea, crushed Julia Man, England, in that match. The longest match, on the other hand, lasted 124 minutes, and was contested between Peter Rasmussen, Denmark, and Sunday June, China. Rasmussen won that encounter. C for cycling. Do you know? 7 out of 8 people in Netherlands, that is older than 15-year-old, has a bicycle. Bicycles save over 238 million gallons of gas every year. Smallest bicycle ever made has wheels of the size of silver dollars. D for dancing. First archaeological proof of dance comes from the 9,000-year-old cave paintings in India. One of the earliest uses of structured dance was introduced in religious ceremonies that told the stories of ancient myths and gods. Egyptian priests use this kind of visual storytelling in their rituals. E for equestrian. In the beginning, horses were wild untamed animals. But on the day when a first human jumped onto the back of a horse and observed the world from that height, the timeline of horseback riding history was changed forever. Humans and horses have a long, interrelated history, yet no one is truly certain when and where horses were first domesticated and ridden. F for football. A group of experts, who look at the value of footy stars, say Kylian Mbappe is the most valuable player in the sport. The most expensive player ever actually bought is Brazil star Neymar, for whom PSG paid €222 million, £188.3 million, from Barcelona in 2017. G for gymnastics. Women weren't permitted to compete in gymnastic events until the 1920s. But now, in the Olympics, only women can compete in the balance beam and uneven bars. Most major gymnasts start their careers as early as 2 years old. H for hockey. As legend has it, when hockey was played in its early days, a frozen patty of cow poop was used as a puck. Today, hockey pucks are frozen before a game to prevent them from bouncing during play. I for ice skating. The oldest pair of ice skates date from around 3000 BC and were found at the bottom of a lake in Switzerland. The blades were fashioned from the leg bones of large animals and had a hole drilled in each end. Leather straps were used to tie the skates around the foot. J for judo. From the 12th to the 19th century, Japan was ruled by the samurai, a class of professional soldiers. This provided fertile ground for various martial arts to develop. In addition to fighting with swords and bows and arrows, the samurai developed jiu-jitsu to fight enemies at close quarters on the battlefield. K for karate. Karate is one of a few activities where young and old people interact. The purpose of karate is to flip out and kill people. Just wanted to see if you're still awake. L for long jump. This fact is disputed, but it is commonly thought that in the ancient Olympics, the losing athlete was killed. It was most common in foot races and wrestling or boxing matches. It was likely not done in a long jump, as that competition is less of an opponent thing and more of a competition against yourself. Early athletes would actually beg Zeus to give them victory or death. This was actually because in a sense, these games were like battles to a larger war. As such, it aligns with the old phrase die for your country. M for motor racing. The longest distance for riding a motorcycle was 2019.4 miles in a 24-hour period. The record was set by an American, and that American was L. Russell Vaughan. L. Russell Rusty Vaughan was for the Continental Tire Test Track on August 10, 2011. N for netball. Netball is a famous sport in New Zealand. It is estimated that 80,000 people like to play the game in some social competitions. In the nationwide, it is estimated that there are more than 1,000 clubs of netball. The registered players reach the number of 143,000 people. For Olympic sports. Only 3 modern Olympic Games have been cancelled. The Games were cancelled due to World War I, 1916, and World War II, 1940, 1944. At least one of the Olympic rings colors appears in every national flag. P for Polo. Polo was originally created 2,500 years ago with the purpose of training the King's Guards or other elite troops, but very little has changed since its beginning. The traditional white pants date back to the 19th century, a time when Indian royals often played polo in the heat, and preferred light colors and fabrics. Q for quick run. Running outdoors at the same pace as on the treadmill burns more calories due to air resistance. That is why races which are short enough to be run in only one direction have a wind assistance phenomenon. R for rugby. When you tune into any Rugby World Cup match, you can come to expect a whistle to start the match. What is lovely is the fact of the matter is that whistle is also the very whistle that was used in the first ever Rugby World Cup. S for swimming. Foot and ankle flexion is important for swim performance, which means swimmers work hard on increasing the toe point. Swimmers can sit down with their legs stretched out in front of them and point their toes all the way down to the ground. T for table tennis. Table tennis has been an Olympic sport since 1988, with several event categories. From 1988 until 2004, these were men's singles, women's singles, men's doubles and women's doubles. Since 2008, a team event has been played instead of the doubles. U for ultimate frisbee. The inventor of ultimate was one man known as Walter Frederick Morrison. The frisbee idea came to him in his teenage years, when he would throw lard popcorn tin lids with his girlfriend. Later on, Morrison came to discover that cake pans flew better than lard can lids, and went on to develop a business called Flying Cake Pans. V for volleyball. Volleyball is a non-contact sport. You and your competition are based on opposite sides of the net from each other. This helps reduce the hands-on contact and the potential fighting risks that can happen when the game gets heated. W for weightlifting. When people think about people who lift weights, they often think of stiff, inflexible bodybuilders. But here's the thing, when a weightlifting program is done correctly, it can actually enhance mobility, not reduce it. X for X-abs. Lie on your back with your arms and legs outstretched. Lift legs should be slightly off the ground and brace your core. Lift your head and shoulders off the floor and raise your legs towards your shoulders while bringing arms down towards your hips. Then slowly lower and return to the starting position. Y for Y raises. The standing Y raise targets your shoulder and chest and helps strengthen and tone your body. Z for Zig Zag. This helps in testing the power, speed, quickness, and body control in movements. Did you already know some of these facts? Are there other interesting facts you'd like to share with us? Comment below. We have uploaded many videos like these. Watch these videos and have fun. Thank you for watching our channel. Like our video and share this video to your friends, families, and colleagues. Subscribe to our channel for more upcoming useful videos.